In this video, I'll take you through Backtrack, which is a new room on TryhackMe, has just been launched a few days ago. So in Backtrack, we'll start by exploiting a path traversal vulnerability to find the Tomcat credentials. Then we'll use the Tomcat to get to a shell. Then we'll use a wildcard with the sudo command to run a malicious Ansible playbook and switch users. Eventually, we'll exploit an insecure file upload and then mess with the TTY pushback to gain root access. So I'll just start. I already have my machine up and running. So as you can see, we have the IP address here, and we have here, we need to find flag 1, 2, and 3. So before I began, I made my, what do I say? I bounded the IP address to the domain name. So let me just show you that. So that is in vim etc hosts. So let me just show you that. So yeah, I have here my IP address bounded to the domain name here, so that we don't take time checking our IP address. So just exit vim. So let's get back. So the first thing I did was running an Nmap scan, for which I did SC to scan the default scripts, SV for service enumeration, TAC PN to not allow pin because the host is up. Then TAC uppercase A for other enumeration, OS detection, service enumeration, and everything else. Then a timing template of 4, which is a little bit aggressive, and the IP address. So here we have the results. We have port 22 open. Then we have the HTTP server running here, running an Apache Tomcat. Then we have this code 8. So let's just get started. So checking these this is the Tomcat page here. Then let me show you this is the, what is it called? This is the Area Web 2 UI. So with this, I went ahead and checked for vulnerability. When you go to here, the server info, you can just grab this and check for the vulnerability if it has a CVE. So I found this particular CVE, which allows for file traversal, for path traversal, I mean. So with that, let me just take you to what I did next. So I called this to test if I can view the etc password file. So this was successful, and we can see here the results. Then the next thing I did was to check for Tomcat's credentials, of which that is found in this XML file. If you just search this on Google, you'll find that the Tomcat credentials are found in the XML file. So that revealed the username here and the password here. So after that, what I did was trying to get a remote code execution, and with that I used the Metasploit's MSF Venom framework. So first I checked to see if I can list all the JSP reverse shell payloads. So I used this particular one, this TCP one. So with that, I did MSF Venom TACP, then the name of the payload right here, and here you specify your IP address, then the port which you'll be listening to, then the file type, which is a web archive file, then the output should be this is the name of the file, how I want the name to be, shell.wa. So as you can see here, it was generated successfully. Here the payload. Then the next thing was to upload the payload to the Tomcat server. So with this, I used the username Tomcat, which we found here, Tomcat. Then this is the password that we found right here. Then I uploaded the file, as you can see the name here, which is the same name here, to this particular URL. This is just something that when you look up in Google you'll find. So this is the path, then this is the name here. Path is equals to /shell, then update is equals to true. So after that, I set up an ncat listener. So that was here. You remember we were listening at port 1023. So I set up an ncat listener. Where was that? Here. We specified the port as the listening port. As you can see, L port right here is port 1023. So my netcat caught shell here. Then this is just to make the shell stable right here. Then the next thing was checking what is in this particular Tomcat user. So after that, I grabbed this first flag, flag1.txt, which you can just grab it here. Let me grab it. Then so when you come here, you can just paste it here to check. Let's submit it. Yeah, that's correct. Then after that, where are we? Okay, now I was checking to see what this user Tomcat can run with elevated privileges, and right here I found that there's an Ansible playbook which can be messed around with. So from here, what you can just do is go to GTF4 beans. So let me just show you that. It's quite common at this point, but I'll just walk you through that. Let's give it time as it's loading. Yeah, so here we have GTF4 beans. This is just a list of Unix binaries that can be used to bypass local security restrictions in misconfigured systems, such as this one here that we have. Where are we? There's this one here. So once you're here, what you want to do is just type Ansible playbook, because that is the binary that you want to try to mess up with. So I clicked on that. Then we'll use this sudo one. So you'll just grab this here, grab it up to this point here, as you can see here. Where is it? Here. I just grab it here. Then you save it at devices SHM here with the name that you want to give it. So me, I give it the name shell.yml, because we discovered that we have this wildcard here that you can see asterisk.yml. So any YML file any file that is saved as .yml can be run with the sudo privileges. So after that, I went ahead and ran sudo with this particular what is it? This one's here. Exactly, this one's here. So as you can see here, I have sudo. The user is Wilbur and all this right here. I meant only this line here. Then when you run that, that's what will help you to switch users now to Wilbur. Now you can now switch the user to Wilbur. So after that, where are we? So yeah, I made my shell stable here, just the normal using pty.spawn, making the shell stable. Then I cd into home. Then I did an LSL to check what is in home. Then I found these two users. We have Ovil and Wilbur. So when you cd into Wilbur here and do an LSLA right here, you can see that there are these two text files. So I checked the first text file right here, and you can see, in case I forget, so this is Wilbur's credentials, and for these are for the SSH that we found. It's right here. So is that we found a port 22 open, so that is for SSH. So well, we are here. So then I checked for this second text file from orville.txt. So when you display that, you'll see, hey Wilbur, it's Orville. I just finished developing the image gallery web app I told you about last week, and it works just fine. However, I'd like you to test it yourself to see if everything works and secure. I have started the app locally, so you can access it from here. I've disabled registrations for now because it's still in the testing phase. Here are the credentials you can use to log in. So we have the credentials to that particular image gallery web app, as you can see here. So what you can do, we can run this command here to check which WebSockets are active, I'd say. So when you run that, you see this particular, where is it? I guess it's where is it? Let me see. So you can see the mentioned application is here running at port 80. So since you already have the credentials of the Wilbur user, these credentials right here, what you can do, we can simply SSH to forward the port. So with that, so here, let me first say something. In the first stages when I was attempting this room, I did a mistake of trying to forward the port from this particular remote machine, but that should be done from your local machine. So here I opened a new shell right here. Let me take you up here. Yeah, so here we have the search command, the search utility. Then you put the Wilbur username with the IP address of the remote machine. Then you'll be listening. This tag L here, uppercase, is for listening at port quad 5 right here. Then you specify the port that you're forwarding. So we are forwarding this particular one to this port quad 5. So when you enter that, it will prompt you for, where is that? It will prompt you for the fingerprint, then the password. So the password, let me take you back a little bit. The password is this one here, which we got. I told you this was for the search credentials. So if you use that, you will be able to, you'll have been able to forward the port. So after forwarding the port, if you like, you can curl it, but when I tried curling it in the terminal, it gave me problems. So the best thing that I did was to open it in the browser right here. So if you open it in the browser right here, you get this particular image gallery, as they had said right here. Where was that? Is it really here? Let me check. Yeah, here. They said they're developing an image gallery web app. So that's what you'll find right here. So here we have this gallery, and you can see this login button. So when you click on that, it should prompt you the login interface. So from the login interface, where are we? Let me see the shell. Okay, here, these particular credentials are the one he said here. I've already started the app locally, so you can access it from here. I've disabled registrations for now because it's still in the testing phase. Here are the credentials you can use to log in. So you'll use these credentials right here, the email and the password, to log in into this web app right here. So let's just do that. So I'll grab this one here, this one right there, copy that, then let's get back here, then I'll paste that, then let's grab the password, copy that, then let's get back to the here, then paste that, then now when you click login, it should then you have this particular interface. So here we need to, you can, once you see this, you need to check if you can try and upload a reverse shell. So since this is a PHP website, what we'll do, we'll generate a PHP web shell, then try to see if you can gain a remote code execution. So for that, you can just let me just take you through that. We can just go to rev shells. So here at rev shells right here, it's taking some time loading. Let's see. Okay, and here we are. So what you can do, come here and select PHP because you want a reverse shell for PHP. So let's select PHP Pentest Monkey, and ensure that this IP address is yours, your machine's IP address, which is mine is right here. You can see at the top right corner. Then the port that you'll be using, so this is like 443. So what you'll do, you come down here and copy this, click that and copy it. Then let me see, not there. Okay, so mine I did it here. So I can just do, let me do an LSLA and check. Okay, I have it there, but what you can just do, you can come here and do, let's say vim, let me do shell 1 or let me do shell 2 .php. I'm using vim, you can use anything, any editor that you like. Then come to insert mode right here, then Control Shift V, paste it right there. So this is our web shell, our PHP web shell. You can see here we have the IP address and the port that we will be listening on. Escape, then right and quit. So the next thing you need to do is we need to first, let's go back to the image gallery right here. Where are we? Right here. So we'll try to see if we can upload that particular web shell. But because when you try to upload, we'll see that. Let's just do it first. So I'll go here, then let's see, I'll grab that, open it, and upload. So you see this prompt here, it's yelling at us saying that only JPG and JPEG and PNG and GIF are allowed. So only things which are like photographs. So what you can do, we can use a double extension in our file name so that you can bypass the filter that is blocking this PHP to be, this our web shell to be uploaded. So what you can do right here is let me see, let's get back to the terminal right here. So what you can do, you can just grab, let's say want to change the name to make it have a double file extension. So let's just use the move command dot so we'll do dot .png. Let's do .png and .php. No, okay, sorry. So that's shell2.php. Then we'll change its name to shell2.png.php. So when we now do an lsla, you see now the name has changed from shell2, which it was initially, to shell2.php.png. So what we can do here, where are we? Let me get you back here. Okay. So what you can do, you can go back here, but because this, however we'll manage to upload the web shell, we won't be able to run it because the web server has been configured such that we can't execute web shells. So what we'll do, let me start first. Power up your BAP. So me have my BAP running. You have to power up your BAP, and the next thing that I'll do is let's get back to here. I'll turn on my proxy to proxy the requests. So I have my BAP suite. I'm proxying on port 8080. So let's get back to BAP. Come to intercept. Turn it off. Okay, then turn it on. Then let's refresh. Okay, let's drop that. That's not what we want. Okay, let me turn it on again. Let me get back here. So I guess what I'll do, let's see, let's just resend that. Okay, we have this. So what we'll do, let's upload our file, our web shell, I mean. So this is it. Then let's click upload. Come back to our BAP suite. Forward this request. We don't want that one. I'm dropping these ones here, but okay, and we have this one. After forwarding it, we have this one. So as you can see here, we have the file name. It has successfully uploaded. If we check back here, let's see. Okay, let's just go back here to BAP. So here we have the file name, and let's see. Okay, let's forward this one. We don't want that. It's forward. Let's see. A little bit of forwarding. Okay. Yeah. Okay. After forwarding it for quite some time, you see that the file is let's see. It was uploaded to uploads. I don't know if you saw that. You can just rewind the video. So it was uploaded to uploads. So where are we? Let's drop this JSON that's being. Let's see if we can drop them all. Let's see. Okay, there are too many. I can try to keep forwarding, but they seem like there are too many requests that are being proxied here. So what we'll do, okay, here we have this particular file right here. So let me do Control U and check. So it's let's see, that shouldn't be proxied, but okay, let me see, let me turn, okay, let me turn the intercept off. Okay, so where is that? So we have it here. As you can see, it's in this uploads directory. So what you can do, you can grab that. Let's copy that, then get back here. Oh, come on, it's a little bit sluggish. I guess let me close these other tabs. Let me close this one too. Then let's get back to this. So let's paste that path. So it should be that when we run this, we should be getting a shell. But first, let me set up a netcat listener. So what will I do? Where can I use? Yeah, okay, no, I don't want to use that. Let me just use this. Let me use this terminal. So I'll first clear, then I'll cd to our directory. So that is in backtrack. Yeah, then I'll just clear. Okay, then I'll set up netcat. Then listening verbose. Then that we're listening at port 443, I guess. I'm not sure. Let me go back here. Where is it? Okay, let me go back here. Let me just check to see. Shell2.p. Let me see the port that you are listening on. You are listening at port 443. Okay, I was right. So yeah, we're setting a netcat listen at port 443. So it should be that when we run this, we should be getting, we should be catching a shell back. So when you run that, you see it just downloads this file. So when we go back to, let me just show you this. It will take some time, but let me just show you. If we cd to Apache 2, okay, let me see where we are. Okay. Let me see. Okay, let's not dwell into that, but what I wanted to tell you is the reason why this isn't running and getting as a shell back is because the server has been configured to not allow any .php extensions to be run to get a reverse shell. So the way to solve that is by, let me show you. Okay, let's what will we do? Let's come here. Let's turn our intercept on. So the way to solve this is by want to attempt directory traversal to make sure that we're escaping the payloads directory. So what we'll do is we'll double encode. We need to double encode. Let me just show you here. We're trying to escape the uploads directory so that it doesn't go to the uploads directory, because anything that goes into uploads doesn't allow PHP to be executed. So we'll, this is the symbol for escaping a directory. So we'll encode this as a URL, then we'll double encode it again as a URL. So we'll have this here. So let's just copy that. Let me just do Control C. Then right here, let me see. So the first thing that I'll do right here, let me first let me refresh this web page right here, and I hope our Foxy proxy isn't on. Let me disable that. So while it's taking time to load, I'll go back here and let me just change the name of our shell right here. So I'll change the name to, let's say, shell 3. So I'll do shell 3. I'm just doing this so that you can have like different shells, no name conflict. So .php. Okay, so you have shell 3. So when you do an lsla, so yeah, now we have it as shell 3 right here. Let's check. Okay, so we have this here. So no, it hasn't. Okay, it hasn't. Let's refresh it. Okay, that's the second one. Okay, no problem. Let me turn on my Foxy proxy. Proxying to Burp Suite. Then I'll go back to Burp Suite. We have this encoded, double URL encoded. Let's go back to our proxy here. Turn the intercept off, then on. Then let me turn it off, then on again. Okay, we have that, no problem. Let's select this shell 3 and let's upload it. Let's forward this. Okay, and now we have this here. So we'll take our double. This is what we're using to escape the uploads directory. So we have double encoded it, as you saw me do that. So I'll just copy it here, then come back to our proxy. Then I'll add this here to the shell name right there. So I'll just paste that. Then I'll forward this request the way it is. So let me forward that. Let me forward this request to see if we have a 200 OK response. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing this. Let me turn this off. Go back here and turn this also off. Disable that. Then What will I do? Uh, I don't know if we managed, but let me see. Let's check the gallery. Okay, let me control you to check how it was uploaded. So yeah, as you can see here, we managed to escape this upload directory. You can see here, this is the what we encoded in BAP here. Where is that? In the here. So this is what we encoded here. When you encode this, it comes out in terms of URL as this. So now we have that. So okay, so now if we go to this shell this shell3.png.php, you should be able to catch our reverse shell. So let me first check if we had a network listener. Okay, we had managed. Okay, we managed when we were forwarding this request. Okay, that's okay. So you can also do that by coming here and doing where is it? Here, and doing coming here and doing shell 3, the name of our shell. So / shell 3 .tools.png.php. You can also run this and you'll get the shell back. So luckily you already have a shell back from forwarding the request. So you can do id and yeah, now we have our shell as we have got the shell as oval. So we have, after obtaining this shell as oval, now let's make it a stable shell. So I'll just go back here. Where was that? Yes, I did it here. Not here. I guess it was here. Let me go up a little bit. Did I do it here really? Must be on this other shell then. No, it's not here. Okay, that's funny. Let me check to see. Okay, we have it even here. Just wanted to grab this. I want to type it. We are saving on time. So there, then let's come here. Paste that. Now we have a relatively stable shell, not really that stable, but it's much better. Let me see. Okay, let's okay, I'm not doing any of that. Yeah, we have a relatively stable shell right here. So okay, let me just let me see. Let me just make it more stable. It's better having a more stable shell. So let me just do that. Then Control Z to suspend that shell. Then I'll do the usual stty raw echo. Just trying to make the shell more stable, nothing fancy. Okay, it was supposed to be S, and I think now we are going to lose the shell, but let me see. Okay, if I can type well, FG. Okay, so now we are back here. Now we have a more stable shell. So the next thing you want to do is let's first check for the second flag. So let me cd to home, do an lsla Okay, then I'll cd to oval, another lsla. Then now we have this flag2.txt, so I'll just display the contents of that flag2.txt. Why is it taking time to show me? Okay, that's okay. So let's copy that, get back here. I hope our machine is still okay. Let me add an hour. Don't want it going off on us. So let me paste this flag2 and submit it. So the next thing we're going to do is try to gain the shell now as root. So this is where we will use that TTY pushback. So let me see, where do we start from? So in this, what I'll use is a PSPY. So this is just how would I put it? Let me see. I had something here that describes it well. So PSPY64 is a privilege escalation tool used to monitor real-time process executions on Linux systems. So it will help us to check if there are like any scheduled tasks or cron jobs or other processes that have been running with elevated privileges. So this is something like clean piece, but it will help us to check if there are anything running, cron jobs or scheduled tasks. So what I'll do, I'll go back to my own shell right here and I'll show you what I did. I didn't have the PY64, so I went to let me show you if I can get it. Okay, you can search and see the GitHub where it is. It is in this Dominic Broker. This guy here, a good guide for open source, good contributor right there. So you need to download this one here. So you must use sudo. I tried it without sudo, it refused, so you have to use sudo. So I used sudo, then it downloaded. So you can see it is now right here, PSPY64. Then what we'll do, we'll start a netcat, not a netcat, but a Python HTTP server right here, so that we can download it back to, where is that? Or is that here? Back to this Opel remote machine. So I'll go here, then I'll do, okay, I even already have, okay, I already had it. So I have this particular server running here that will help me download this PSPY64 to this remote machine. Remember, we'll be using it to enumerate this machine to see what is inside here that can help us to get elevated privileges. So for that, I'll use let's use wget. Okay, first I think we need to switch directories. Let me see. Go back a little bit. Okay, so let me just do it. Hope it will be okay. So I'll specify my IP address, that is 10.23.11.96. Then the file's name is PSPY64, I guess. Okay, so let's run that. Okay, why is that? Is it because I didn't specify the port? Let me see. Yes, I need to specify the port, so let me just do that real quick. So we'll do a label get, then the IP address 10.23.11.96 over port. What was that? Code 4, I guess. Yeah, we are serving at code 4. So let me just use that. That is what you should be using. Let me just use it. So it's what you should be using. So over port code 4, then PS PY64. So it should be downloading. Okay. Why am I getting permission denied? Let me see. Did you manage? No, let me see. So first I've moved to this device's SHM directory. Let me try if it can work that way. Then I'll copy paste this. Also realized that when I did this one right here, I never specified where is that? I never specified here. I never specified HTTP. So I've made those changes. Let's cross our fingers and hope it works. Yeah, so that works. It's downloading right here, as you can see. So we are grabbing the PS PY64 tool from our machine, our local machine, to this remote machine. So if we do an ls LA, I meant, so we have it here. I moved to this particular directory because this is the same directory that we used to upload this. You can remember this YML file when you are trying to get to switch users. So yeah, that's that. You can just cd to devices SHM. Yeah. So once we have it there, what you need to do is change the file permissions. So just do executable, make it executable. Yes, PY64. The remote machine is taking time, but let's see. So I guess it has already changed the permissions. Let me check. Again, it's going to take time. I don't know why it's okay. That didn't take a lot of time. So as you can see here, it never had the execute permissions right here. It now has. So that was successful. Make sure you do this. So after that, we'll just run it. So running it is just as simple as doing that. 6.4. So as you can see, this tool is running, and while it is running, it will help us to monitor any process or any scheduled tasks or cron jobs or any other processes that may run with elevated privileges that can be potential avenues for privilege escalation. So let's give it time to run. I'll just pause the recording, then I'll be back when it is done. So it's been quite some time now, and this PSPy is still running. As you can see, it's still running and running. But I'll just offer you a spoiler. I found it's a write-up that shows what we were looking for in that the processes that were running, and what we are looking for is something like this, so that PY64 will get us something of this sort right here. So from this, we can see here the UID, user ID here is 0. This denotes roots, denotes that it is root running this process. So root is running this particular process, switching the user to this Orville user right here. So let's just get back to our terminal. That was just this to show you this, what that the PS PY64 will give us. So let's get back down here. Where are we? So what I'll just do, I'll I don't know if I can put this back to the background. Let me see. Okay. It will close this terminal. We'll lose our shell. Really? I think we'll lose our shell. Let me see. So I've just started a new shell, and let me show you something here. Let's go back here. So from this we see that the root user SSH like switches to this oval user. The issue is that while running this SU switch user command, the root user does not use the TACP flag, meaning that there's no PTY that is being allocated. So this situation is vulnerable to TTY pushback, meaning that we can stop the shell running as the oval user by sending a sig-stop signal to it, allowing focus to shift to the root shell. So we can then use a TICSTI operation with the IOCTL to send inputs to the root shell. I'll just show you here. It's something of this sort, I think, but I'm not sure about this script. But I'll leave the link to this particular vulnerability. It is called injecting careless administrators terminals using TTY pushback. So we'll go back to our terminal. And not there. Let's get back here. Let me see if we have Vim. Let me do Vim of let's say roots.py. The thing with this shell, it's too slow, so let's wait and see. So we'll go back to our local machine and we'll create a file. So let me first just cd to workspace. So I'll use Vim. Then the next thing that I'll do, let's call it roots a good name .py. Then Control Shift V. I'll paste it here. So this is the Python script. I'll leave a link to my GitHub repo where I'll upload it. So then let's close that. Then let's start a Python server so that we can download it in our remote machine. So server, then let's say we'll use port 444. Let's say 2. Okay. Let's get back to not there, but not there too. Where should it be? Yeah, here. And this terminal is really slow. Let me see, what can I do? Let me run something like ID. It's really slow. I don't know why. Okay, it's now good. So I'll cd again to the devices right here, SHM. Then from here I'll run wget http, specify your IP address, the local machine IP address, .96 should be downloading to this remote machine. It seems like it's downloading. Let's wait. Yeah, so I had to take some time off and sleep actually. Yeah, so now I'm back, and at this point I decided to run the PSPY64 enumerating tool. And as you can see here, now we got what I was showing you from that particular write-up, where the root user switched to Orville here without using the TACP. So that is where we can now use the TTY pushback vulnerability. So after that, this is just what we did, getting the Python script. Then what you'd want to do, you want to write it to the .bash rsc file. As you can see here, just that my terminal has a wrapping problem, but you can see here it is you echo, let me highlight it, python 3, specify the path to the file, then you append it to .bash rsc. You can see here it ends here because it has a wrapping problem, but it is home/orville the user slash .bash rsc. Then after some time, when you give it some time, it will append, no, not append, but I mean it will be able to obtain to run bin bash as a root user. That is, it will set SUID to the bin bash. So as you can see here, I was doing an LSLA right here to check if it has already changed. It has already appended, given it the SUID, but at this point it hadn't. So I waited a little bit for some time. Then when I did the LSLA again, as you can see here, now we have this S right here, read write, then this is the SUID bit right here. So now when you run bin bash with the TACP, running bash as privilege right here, you see we drop right here into the root shell. So now we are in the root shell. So right here I did who am I just to confirm, and as you can see I'm root. Then I cd to the root directory. I do an lsla right here, and as you can see here we got our final flag, the flag3.txt. So we can just display the contents of flag3.txt, and yeah, we've completed the room. This is the final flag. Let me just grab it. Copy that. Get back here. Yeah, pasted it there. It's taking time to load. You should see our nice congratulations banner right here popping up. Yeah, we have it here. So that was Backtrack. We went through a lot of processes. Some frustrated me along the way. I even had to switch off my laptop, but yeah, that was it. I'll make sure to leave the links to the different vulnerabilities so that you can read about them and understand them in a much more better context. And also the scripts that I used, I'll make sure to upload them to my GitHub repo. You can check that in the description section below. And also there's something that I was telling you about, how the server was not allowing us to run the shell from uploads. That was from, you can check that from the etc Apache 2 config files. So yeah, that should, you can check that from the etc. I wish I could have more time to show you that, but the video is already long enough. But that's that. That was Backtrack. I'll see you in the next video.